Okay, let's talk about a routine that makes a huge promise. The promise that it can completely fix you. So, I've got a question for you right out of the gate. When you wake up, do you feel like you're in the driver's seat?
Or, and let's be real here, does it feel like the day is in control of you? You're just reacting, bouncing from one notification to the next, just trying to stay afloat. If that hits home, don't worry, you're in the right place. We're going to break this down.
So where do we start? It all begins the second you wake up. The whole philosophy here is simple. Command the morning, command the day. So let's get into the first step.
All right, number 1. This first one, it sounds so simple, you might even dismiss it, but trust me, it's the absolute foundation for everything else that follows.
It's called the hydration rule, and the rule is dead simple. The very first thing you do when you get out of bed, before anything else, is drink a big glass of water. We're talking 500 to 700 milliliters. It's like turning the ignition on your metabolism and clearing the fog from your brain so it can actually start working properly.
And here's the crucial part, the part most people miss. It's all about the timing. Before you even glance at your phone, you drink water. Think about it. You've just gone 7-8 hours without a drop of liquid. Your body is literally starving for hydration. It is not starving for your latest email or social media notification.
Okay, so that leads us perfectly into habit number 2. And yeah, it's all about that phone. This one's called the mental detox. And it's simple. For the first 30 minutes of your day, the phone is off limits. Why? Because you're taking back control of your dopamine. When you grab your phone first thing, you're getting this cheap, easy hit of stimulation from notifications. It fries your focus for the rest of the day. Instead, you start with calm. You're basically saying, nope, the world's problems and priorities can wait. This first half hour is mine.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Your mind is not a notification center. It's supposed to be a workshop, a creative space, not a chaotic public message board. That first 30 minutes, that's you putting up a do not disturb sign on the door.
Okay, so you've hydrated your body and calmed your mind. Now it's time to build the engine. Time to forge your body. And this isn't about punishing yourself, it's about building a strong, capable vessel for that sharp mind you're creating.
So let's look at habit number 3, which gets right into the nitty-gritty of how to train effectively.
The big idea here is to train smart, not just hard. It means leaving your ego at the door. We're talking about focusing on big, compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, the stuff that gives you the most bang for your buck by working tons of muscles at once. It's not about that one ugly-looking rep you can barely lift. It's about perfect form and building real, functional strength that lasts. And that's the bottom line, right? Ego lifts break you. Discipline builds you. Chasing numbers for bragging rights, that's how you get injured and end up on the sidelines. But training with discipline, focusing on that perfect form day in and day out, that's how you actually build a body that's strong and resilient.
All right, on to number 4. You know the saying, abs are made in the kitchen. A strong body isn't just about lifting, it's about what you use to fuel it.
And this is where we need to bust a huge myth. A lot of people think eating clean costs a fortune. It absolutely doesn't have to. We're talking about simple, powerful, and cheap staples. Things like eggs, oats, rice, lentils. This is the real fuel that builds a great physique, and it won't break the bank.
Yep, there it is. Healthy doesn't mean expensive. You don't need all those fancy, overpriced powders and superfoods. The simple stuff, the basics, that's what works.
Okay, so we've owned the morning. We've covered training. We've covered fuel. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, how to master the entire day and night cycle. This is all about recovery and staying active.
And habit number 5. Honestly, this might be the most powerful and yet most overlooked performance enhancer on the planet. And the best part, it's completely free. You have to stop thinking of sleep as just rest. It's not. Sleep is your weapon. It's an active process. It's when your body is hard at work repairing muscle, burning fat, and locking in everything you learned during the day. That's why getting a solid 7 to 8 hours isn't a luxury. It's a non-negotiable part of the mission.
I love this way of thinking about it. Sleep is not rest, it's repair. Rest is just stopping. Repair is rebuilding. When you lay down to sleep, your body is clocking in for its most important shift. You have to treat it that way.
Okay, let's hit number 6. This one is about making sure the engine doesn't go cold between workouts. It's about what you do in the other 23 hours of the day.
And the key message here is so important. You need to move daily.
This breaks down a huge barrier. You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy equipment, just the simple act of getting in 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. It's a total game changer for your overall health, for fat loss, for everything. It's just about weaving movement into the fabric of your life. And how empowering is that? You don't need a gym, you need movement. Suddenly the pressure is off. A walk during your lunch break, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking at the back of the lot, it all counts. The goal is just to move.
So we've laid out 6 concrete habits, but there's one final piece, the unbreakable principle. This is the super glue that holds all the other pieces together and makes them stick.
And this is probably the most important slide of them all. On one side, you've got motivation. It's a feeling. It's like a spark. It's bright, it's hot, but it burns out fast. It comes and goes. It's totally unreliable. But on the other side, you have consistency. That's not a feeling. It's a choice. It's an action. It's showing up. And that slow, steady burn of consistency will always beat the flashy, short-lived bursts of motivation. It's not even a contest.
And that's the ultimate truth here. Motivation fades, discipline stays. You can't wait until you feel like it. You'll be waiting forever. You have to build the discipline to do it when you don't feel like it. That is the secret sauce. That's what separates talk from results.
So let's run through the whole playbook one more time. The 7 habits. Number 1, hydrate the second you wake up. 2, no phone for the first 30 minutes. 3, train with your brain, not your ego. 4, eat clean, simple, affordable food. 5, make sleep your secret weapon for repair. 6, just move every single day. And the big one, number 7, always choose consistency over motivation.
And that brings us right here to the most important part. Look, this can seem like a lot. You don't have to boil the ocean overnight. So the question I want to leave you with is simple. What's the one thing? Looking at this list, what is the one single habit you're going to start tomorrow morning? Just pick one, because that's where it all begins.